was head of the Institute for the History of Kosovo when it was targeted for closure by Serbian law. There was just this pressure, people just telling me options.